Welcome to Coming Out of the Dark podcast, a podcast like none other, where women are empowered, encouraged, and uplifted to be the best version of themselves. Get ready to come from darkness into light with a passion to fulfill purpose. Here is your host, Miss Lady O.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Coming Out of the Dark podcast, the podcast that reminds you that even when life feels uncertain, purpose still has a pulse. I am your host, Miss Lady O, and I have to tell you that this month's episode is personal. Yes, it is. It is personal to me. You see, November is my birthday month, and for me, birthdays are sacred pauses, a time to reflect, a time to renew, and a time to realign. It's also, I like to say, a time to look back at who I've been, stand in gratitude for who I am, and prepare for who I am becoming. Now this year I wanted to celebrate a little differently. Not just with candles or cake, but with truth. I'm all about the truth. Truth with the evolution of me, a woman, a daughter, a caregiver, an entrepreneur, an author, and so much more. So today, I want to open my heart and share what becoming really looks like. Not the polished version, but the process. Because becoming isn't about arrival, it's about alignment. It's about the spaces where growth feels messy, scared, and real. It's about honoring your journey, even when you're still figuring it out. We're all trying to figure it out. Becoming also looks like healing. Healing from pain, loss, hurt, letting go, and forgiveness. So can we talk about the power of the pause? I remember a season in my life when I was chasing arrival, the degree, the promotion, the title, the next yes. I thought success meant completion until I realized that arrival without alignment still leaves you empty. Then life began to teach me there's always a lesson to learn. Through every shift, I realized that every stage of my life, becoming shifted. When I thought I was in the perfect relationship, only to find out it wasn't so perfect, my mind and heart shifted. Then when I had to lean into being a caregiver, not knowing the first thing about caregiving, again, my life shifted. Then when my health was struck with crisis and I was diagnosed with colon cancer. There, my entire life shifted. And then when my sister, my best friend, passed away, my world shook and my foundation crumbled. And here I found myself shifting again. I was constantly shifting to become the person I needed to be in that moment of becoming. Some of you listening to me right now, you probably can even relate to that. The shift. Yeah. It requires so much out of you. You see, those seasons taught me that every shift carries purpose. Each one refined me, strengthened me, and brought me closer to alignment. Not just with who I wanted to be, but with who God was calling me to be. It took quiet moments of reflection, heartbreak, healing, and rediscovery to fully understand that becoming is just not a finish line. So get that out of your head. Becoming is a rhythm, a continuous evolution between who you were, who you are, and who you're called to be. So, as I reflect on my journey this year, I recognize that each stage of becoming has taught me something powerful, something I now call the 4 pillars of becoming. You see, these 4 truths have guided me through both personal growth and professional leadership. And I believe they'll also speak to you too. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about who you are right now. Let's talk about the awareness. You have to first know that becoming starts with truth. Now, I know that's the thing that many of us like to kind of alter a little bit, just so that we can see things a little bit differently if we can kind of shade in certain areas. But you cannot evolve beyond what you're unwilling to acknowledge. There was a time I was so focused on where I wanted to go that I ignored what was really happening within me. I was showing up for everyone else, but not always for myself. I had to face my own reflection, not just in the mirror, but in my decisions. I realized I was carrying habits and people that had already expired. Awareness made me honest enough to stop editing my truth. You see, awareness is the moment you stop pretending. It's when you say, I can't keep carrying what no longer serves me. Recently, I discovered that awareness is understanding the titles you operate in and not assuming we all have the same definition. Sit with that for a moment. What you believe to be a spouse, a friend, partner, an executive in whatever title you lead, whatever you believe those titles to be, is not necessarily what other people or the other person desires you to be. You need to get the definition. Get their definition. And then you ask yourself, is this who I want to be? Because let me tell you, I have even recently learned frustration comes in when we're misaligned. We're not aligned. So let me just tell you here, don't force it, but instead operate from a place of awareness. I would like you to do something for me. Ask yourself, what stories are you still living that no longer fit your purpose? Because awareness isn't judgment. Awareness is freedom. Once you see it, you can shift it. So let's talk about shifting it. Shifting it is the same as coming into alignment. It's where you're meant to be. You see, growth without direction leads to exhaustion. And alignment Alignment brings you peace. In leadership and in life, I've learned that alignment requires surrender. It means releasing the plans that you forced, only to embrace the purpose that fits. I remember sitting at my desk one evening, exhausted, but accomplished. I still did not feel that I was at peace. That was the night I learned that achievement without alignment is just activity. Peace became my new measure of success. Recently, I was reminded that letting go is also power. It hurts to do. There's heartache and heartbreak attached to it. But no matter how much it aches, you cannot force what is no longer meant for you. There's going to come a time that you must have the courage and do the most courageous thing you can do, which is close the chapter, excuse yourself from the table, and surrender your seat. Not out of weakness, but wisdom. Because what was once aligned may no longer be in alignment. And when God shifts the season, you must trust that He's making room for something greater. Alignment whispers. You don't have to chase what's meant to meet you. Listen to the whisper. Because when you don't, you are definitely going to have heartache and heartbreak. It's going to cause frustration, fatigue, doubt. And then what happens is you will abort your dream, your purpose, and deny your desires. And that's not good, because we all want to live a fruitful and bountiful life. And that only comes when we're sitting in alignment. So, ask yourself, are your daily actions aligned with the leader and person you say you want to be? Sometimes, alignment will cost you comfort. Sometimes, alignment will cost you friendships. It will also cost you positions or spaces that no longer honor your growth. But that loss is not punishment. It's preparation. And preparation is having the audacity how you choose to show up. Becoming requires courage. It's not easy. The courage to walk into rooms that weren't ready for you. And still, you take your seat. There have been seasons where my confidence was misunderstood, where my presence made others uncomfortable. But I had to learn. My light will always expose something in the dark. And I want you to say that to yourself. That your light will always expose something in the dark. There were times I walked into rooms where people looked up, not because they expected me, but because they didn't. They didn't expect my knowledge, my experience. And I smiled anyway. I took my seat. I sat at the table. I showed up in the friendships. I showed up in the relationships. Being the person who God has called me to be. I smiled anyway, knowing that confidence is often the invitation others didn't know they needed. So, when you're walking in purpose, I want you to remember that you can't afford to shrink. You can't afford to make others feel safe. It's not about you. It is about them. They have to do the work within themselves. So I know in life, we tend to do that in our families, in our relationships, our friendships. In business, we tend to do that in the boardrooms, in the offices. We tend to do that in meetings. And I am no way saying be arrogant. But what I am saying is know who you are and choose how you are going to show up. I want you to ask yourself, where are you shrinking when you're already been called to shine? Let me remind you, audacity is not arrogance. Audacity is alignment with your calling. And when you grasp that, you can be authentic. You can be authentic in what you give to the world, because this is the final stage of becoming, which is freedom. Freedom to no longer seek permission to be who you are. Authenticity is power. It's the moment your words, your walk, and your work all align. It's when you stop performing and start being. When I finally stop editing myself to fit spaces, the spaces that I have outgrown, something shifted. The moment I led from truth, I started attracting purpose partners, not just people. I've learned that authenticity will attract alignment every time. When you lead with truth, you lead with impact. I want you to hold that close to your heart and replay that in your mind. Lead with truth. You're not in competition with anyone. You are leading with truth. And leading with truth is being who you are. And being who you are is not being arrogant, but that it is being confident. So I want you to ask yourself, what would your life look like if you led without apology? Because the world doesn't need a perfect version of you. It needs the real you. So here I am. It is me. Here you are, all of who you are, the evolution of becoming. As I celebrate my birthday this month, I look back on all the seasons that required me to shift, the heartbreaks that humbled me, the caregiving that stretched me, the diagnosis that awakened me, and the loss that refined me. Each one carried a lesson I didn't ask for, but I needed. Each one stripped away who I thought I was, so I can see who I was meant to be. There was purpose in every pause and stretch in every shift. Because becoming isn't always graceful. Sometimes it's gritty. It's the moments when you keep showing up through the tears, through the uncertainty, through the waiting, saying, God, I don't understand it, but I trust you in it. And now, as I stand in this season, this celebration of 55 and flourishing, I no longer chase arrival. I honor alignment. I no longer rush the process. I rest in the becoming. So, to every listener walking through your own evolution, I want you to hear me clearly. You are not behind. You are becoming. And every part of your story, the joy, the pain, the pauses, and the pivots, is working together to build the woman and the leader you were created to be. So breathe, reflect, celebrate, because you too are still becoming. And that is the most beautiful gift of all. If this episode spoke to your spirit, share it with another woman who's in her own becoming season. Follow Coming Out of the Dark podcast wherever you listen, whether it's Spotify, Apple, or YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. I want you to join me in celebrating this month of reflection, renewal, and radiant evolution. Until next time, keep shining, keep leading, and keep becoming. Because becoming isn't about arrival. It is about alignment. Before I close, I want to share something close to my heart. Some of you know, who has been following me for quite some time, while others, this is probably brand new information for you. But this month is also my sister, Glennis Marie Boyce's birthday. She passed away in 2020, and it is because of her and in celebration of her life that this podcast exists. Coming Out of the Dark was born out of that season of loss, faith, and divine purpose. This month, it also marks 5 years of this podcast. 5 years of growth, 5 years of healing, 5 years of light. And on November 28th, I celebrate my own birthday. So as I honor her memory, this platform, in this moment in my life, I can only say one thing, and that is, God, thank you. Thank you for every blessing. Thank you for every shift. Thank you for every season that shaped me. I'm honored. I'm grateful. I'm humbled to be the woman I am today. Still becoming, still evolving, and still walking in your light. Thank you. and amen.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode. Please subscribe to this podcast and like, share, and follow on Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, be well, be safe, and be kind to yourself.